up, what up? This is Guido72, and today we're going to be going over, I'm going to be playing some videos in the background, but I want you to focus on the main thing. I mean, there's some great 3-star attacks, but I want you to focus on the funneling on these attacks, because every great attack typically involves, a high percentage of the time, typically involves funneling your troops into the base to obtain specific objectives, such as getting the archer queen, or luring and killing the clan castle, or maybe taking down some air defenses or wizard towers, what have you. When you got to get your kill squad or a specific set of troops into the base, you got to funnel. And oftentimes we bring too few of troops to obtain that objective, because we're trying to save so many more troops to take care of the secondary objectives, taking out other defenses. But quite often, if we pay more attention to the funneling process and bring a few extra troops, or actually think about how we're going to make sure that our queen doesn't walk, or the pesky bowlers or Valkyries aren't running around the base, that they're actually going into where they need to go into. We should take that extra step of planning and look at what is it going to take to get us into these bases. Like I said, you can rewind and look at these great attacks and see the different methods that's used to ensure that their troops go into the base, whether it be just the heroes, or oftentimes, it's like a couple golems and wizards and wall breakers. That's typically a standard thing, but you'll see how creative. Some are using dragons, baby dragons for funneling. Baby dragons are great for funneling. Different sorts of things. Sometimes it may take a bowler or two, for higher level, town halls. Right now we're just focusing on Town Hall 9s, but just to use as an example, bowlers, a single bowler at a Town Hall 9, because of the double bounce of the bowlers, they can actually take out structures, trash buildings, or defenses that may otherwise distract a troop from going in the direction that you want them to go into. And, that's something you might want to think about when you're getting ready to enter a base. Ever have a troop get ready to enter the base and then walk right back out of the base because it's within range of a particular building that wasn't taken care of on the entry? Those are the things that I'm talking about right now. Like I said, these are some great 3-star strategies, 3-star attacks that are being done here by our fellow members here at 3 Point Park. And I just want you to pay attention to the beginnings of these strategies. That's why I've got most of the attacks going in double speed and sometimes 4x speed, because I really want you to pay attention just on the openings of these attacks. The things that they're thinking about. How wide. Sometimes you're like, man, that's a pretty wide ass funnel. Well, sometimes it's necessary to create that wide of a funnel to ensure that your troops go in. Take this for example. It was an easy clan castle lure, but they want their troops to go in and not walk either left or right, and follow all those easy trash buildings around the base. And notice how long on this particular one that he waits until those corner trash buildings are gone before he deploys his king and bowlers, to ensure that they have nowhere to go but forward into that jump spell. And look how much they took out because they were able to get inside the base. Look how much they took out, so that the La Lune portion of the attack was simple. It was just a straight line. And you're going to see that on a few more of these attacks. They're going to take out so much of the defense interior by obtaining their great funnel, that when it comes to the actual La Lune portion, or the actual hog portion, or what have you, there was another one where a lot of dragons. It was less for them to do with their main squad after their kill squad was able to obtain so much, just by getting the troops into where they needed to get them into. And, again, it just takes a little bit extra planning. I'm not going to go over these particular attacks. Like I said, you can rewind them and check them out. There's some awesome attacks, and some of them are simply following the basic principles of what it takes to achieve these particular strategies. As far as like Laloon, typically, especially if it's on a first attack, you definitely want to know what's in the clan castle. So you want to be able to lure, or if you're not going to lure the clan castle, you want to definitely make sure that you have enough troops going in the direction and still be able to defeat the clan castle without slowing down your momentum. Or you're just simply going to lure. You want to be able to achieve a quality lure so that you can kill the clan castle outside and still be able to send your troops in the direction that you want them to go in. And that's especially important with these Laloon attacks, because what can take down a Laloon attack is an archer queen quickly. She can just simply pick off your balloons as you're trying to obtain your objectives with that. The balloons are going around the base, and of course you want her to lock onto a hound sometimes and explode the hound and be taken out by the hound. But oftentimes, especially with these great design bases, they're setting the queen offset from the air defenses, so that you want to have to take out the enemy archer queen before, or on the opposite side of where you're applying your Laloon. Like, look at this one. This is another wide funnel. They're taking their time establishing this funnel. You got the queen, yes, doing her walk with the healers in the center, but look how wide, look how much they taken out before they start sending in their bowlers. And then because of that, the bowlers are able to get in, and bowlers wreck stuff at Town Hall 9. Because of that, the bowlers are able to get in and take out some pretty good key defenses. And then as a result, he's only needing, on this particular attack, only needs to bring in a few hounds. He's only using one spell on his hounds, where typically on a lot of older style or older meta attacks, you got to bring 2-3 heals to do a hog attack. But if you think about it, if you just take that extra time and spend those extra troops creating your funnel and ensuring that you have more troops going into the base to destroy a lot of those key defenses, those major defenses in the base, then you'll only require less troops to obtain the secondary objectives.